time. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When you have when I put you in with an equal opposition, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off? Sugar is a dog. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing.
He's been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't hesitate when the conversation turned to Floyd Mayweather Jr., and his blunt assessment visibly caught Stephen Smith off guard. Roy acknowledged that Floyd's resume looks flawless on paper, but argued that many of those victories came against recognizable names who were past their peak. In Jones' opinion, Mayweather mastered timing and matchmaking more than he embraced real danger. To Roy, true greatness demands stepping in with opponents at their most threatening, not when the risk has cooled.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of the great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's going to be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see, these guys are going to be great. They're going to start eclipsing and coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them are going to be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns twice, Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on that pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Ari and Barkley. That's too late to beat Tommy. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, now I can judge and say, hey, you did that. You go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. He never fought. He fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford, 3 years younger than Crawford. But Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tensions and beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said that on All the Smoke, and then he started put up some video of him watching some of the fights I had in my later career where I got knocked out. He said, look at the highlights. Yeah, they make the highlights. But those highlights are probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But when you play with me, I'm not ducking or dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones Jr. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. Running ain't my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if he will. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
And on that note,
Stephen Smith, however, sees it differently. He often points to Mayweather's showdown with a young and explosive Canelo Alvarez as proof of Floyd's brilliance. Smith recalls how Mayweather entered that bout nursing a hand injury, a gamble few elite fighters would take, yet still delivered a tactical masterclass. According to Stephen, the way Floyd neutralized a hungry, powerful Canelo showcased elite composure and ring intelligence. For him, that night alone cements Mayweather's place among boxing's elite.
In my face, and he says, I'm gonna take him out about the 8th or 9th round. And I said, your hand's always broken. You ain't known for your punching power since you moved up from lightweight to welterweight. Why are you so sure you're gonna do this? He said, Stephen A., he's a UFC fighter. He said, and he's a striker. He's accustomed to coming at you and throwing punches. What he's not accustomed to doing is punching while he's throwing backwards, while he's moving backwards, and pushing you off of him. He says, I'm gonna walk right into him and stay at his chest. He's gonna have to push me off in order to throw his punches. He said he's gonna be circling the ring. He said by around 4 or 5, he's not gonna have any legs. He's gonna be done. And he said, and I'll just toy with him and keep him around until around the 8th or the 9th round. And that is exactly what Floyd Money Mayweather did.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago. And for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor. Not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
Roy isn't convinced. He believes the famous 50-0 mark tells only part of the story. In his view, maintaining an undefeated record can sometimes be about strategy outside the ropes as much as performance inside them. Jones argues that the most dangerous threats were often faced at carefully chosen moments. To him, legendary status isn't about preserving perfection. It's about walking into the fire when the flames are highest and proving yourself anyway.
Even at this age, who's better? Let's do it. We don't got to do subliminals. Roy Jones, 56 years of age, right? If you don't know, Roy Jones, who's 66 wins, 10 losses, no draw, 47 wins by way of knockout. He was knocked out 5 times in his career. Stands at 5'11" with a 74-inch arm reach. Roy Jones was asked a few times, particularly he did an interview with another Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, 2-division world champion retired, Andre SOG Ward. And Roy Jones was asked about, what his thoughts is of Floyd Mayweather. He's always been very outspoken when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. He's never kept it a secret. He don't value Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather made a statement about Roy Jones' icon, right? A guy he looked up to, the GOAT that many people believe, Muhammad Ali. When Floyd Mayweather made the comments that Muhammad Ali is not better than him, that he's better than Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones didn't take that too light. Roy Jones was not happy with that. He said, how you gonna say you better than the GOAT? How you gonna say you better than somebody that paved the way for us all? How you gonna say, that you could beat Muhammad Ali? You a small guy. You understand what I'm saying? And rightfully so, I get it. But Roy Jones, gotta understand, everybody's mindset ain't his mindset, right? Everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody not looking at it the same way, right? Floyd Mayweather always says this. It is no disrespect to no other fighter, but I ain't getting the sport of boxing to say no fighter is better than me. And he ain't supposed to, right? You get in this, you have idols, you have icons, you have people that pave the way that you look up to, but you get in it to be better than them, right? It's just like being a parent, right? You want your kids to be better than you, not equal to you, not on the same level, but you want them to be better than you. And that's how Floyd Mayweather look at it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali paved the way. Yes, he's great, but guess what? I ain't getting in this sport for to say somebody's better than me. Now, where Floyd Mayweather went a little sideways to the people when Muhammad Ali's kids and family got involved, his daughter Layla Ali, they wasn't happy, and then Floyd...
As Roy continues speaking out, more fans are revisiting his perspective. This isn't a random critic. It's a former pound-for-pound king who dominated multiple divisions with speed, creativity, and knockout power. During his prime, Jones took on risky challenges and made them look effortless. That lived experience gives weight to his criticism. He's speaking as someone who thrived in chaos, not avoided it.
Jones Jr. is telling the truth about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Finally, as the two of these incredible fighters have been going back and forth in the media, trading barbs, trading insults. But as people listen and look, one thing that stands out to me is that you guys must have really forgotten how great a fighter Roy Jones Jr. was at his peak. When you look at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s whole career, you see a perfect career, incredible fights, no losses. But what you won't see is any time in his career where he was as good and as dominant at his peak as Roy Jones Jr. was. Roy Jones Jr. was one of the best fighters, pound for pound, #1 fighter in the sport of boxing for over a decade, and he deserves respect for that. Now, specifically about what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to say and the insult that he had about Muhammad Ali, that's what is at the root of Roy Jones Jr.'s problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Because Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite how great he is absolutely positively an egomaniac, seemingly incapable of giving other people their credit. If you can't give credit to Muhammad Ali as being one of the top 5 fighters of your lifetime, Floyd, stop it. You know full well that he is a better fighter than Roberto Duran and that you are just being petty and insulting about the man. And I applaud Roy Jones Jr. for checking Floyd Mayweather on that. And he isn't the first person to check Floyd about that. Mike Tyson said the same thing. Floyd is just an incredibly gifted person in the ring, but outside the ring, I think it's kind of hard to find anybody that's a bigger jackass than Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Now Claressa Shields has entered the conversation. The multi-time Olympic champion has made it clear that debates can only go so far. In her eyes, speculation should be settled the old-fashioned way, inside the ring. While she respects Floyd's accomplishments, she believes facing someone with Roy's resume across multiple weight classes would provide definitive answers. For Shields, reputations are powerful, but competition is the ultimate truth serum.
The back and forth with Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. I don't like the debate. You know, to me, they're legendary. They're Hall of Famers. Well, I don't understand this beef. I mean, what do you think about it overall?
Beef is beef, man. Smoke is smoke. People don't like each other, man. I don't know why everybody act like they're so shocked. There's people who I don't like. Hell, beef is beef, man. And everybody got their egos. And, you know, Floyd posted that story where he showed Roy Jones getting knocked out. And then Roy said what he said. And it was like, now it's beef. So, hey, best way to handle beef is to fight.
That's what Tarver said. Just let him fight. Let him fight.
Just let him fucking fight.
We see another exhibition on that.
That's how I feel about all my beef. Just let us fight, goddamn. I want to fight somebody.
So if I had to bet the house, who would I bet on? Mayweather or Roy Jones Jr. if that fight actually did happen?
I have seen Mayweather train, and I was in Dubai with him on one of the exhibition fights. And I tell you that Mayweather can come back and fight professional against some of the best men in the world right now.
The mere idea of Mayweather versus Jones has electrified the boxing community. Analysts, former champions, and fans are dissecting every angle. Supporters of Floyd highlight his defensive genius, precision, and unbeaten record. Admirers of Roy point to his natural athleticism, willingness to jump divisions, and fearless style. The argument isn't just about skill sets, it's about philosophy. What defines greatness? Flawless execution or fearless risk-taking? The noise grows louder by the day.
Yeah, I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, TMT has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love, his son, his family. Look, TMT has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a beam. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times. But I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
Mayweather is known for playful jabs online, but this time the back and forth struck deeper. Roy responded with a serious challenge. No exhibitions. No entertainment-driven exhibitions with modified rules. He wants a sanctioned bout with standard conditions. No shortcuts, no special clauses. According to Jones, this wouldn't be about paydays. It would be about legacy. Two legends, no safety nets, proving who truly belongs at the top of the mountain.
Savagely trolls Roy Jones Jr. after recent comments Roy Jones made about Floyd Mayweather couldn't possibly be the best and couldn't possibly beat Sugar Ray Leonard, and he had no respect for Floyd Mayweather since Floyd Mayweather stated that he was better than Muhammad Ali. And Floyd Mayweather savagely trolling Roy Jones Jr. as he's sitting on his couch watching Roy Jones get knocked out by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. And then in the second clip, he's sitting on his couch, very, very dialed in, and watching Roy Jones get brutally knocked out by Glenn Johnson, as you see right here. And Floyd Mayweather sitting on his couch, looking at his big screen, watching Roy Jones get stretched by Glenn Johnson and stretched by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. This is the ultimate troll and savage move by Floyd Mayweather. They're both legends. Roy Jones was a legend. Floyd Mayweather is a legend. But we know Floyd Mayweather retired 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. Roy Jones did the unthinkable, jumping from light heavyweight to heavyweight to beat John Ruiz. But when he came back down, he wasn't the same fighter. What y'all think about this? Let me know. It's your boy.
Roy has also drawn comparisons to icons like Sugar Ray Leonard. He describes Leonard as a fearless competitor who embraced punishing battles without hesitation. In Jones' view, fighters from that era thrived under pressure and sought out elite rivals at their best. While he acknowledges Mayweather's technical mastery, Roy questions whether Floyd displayed the same hunger for high-risk warfare that defined Leonard's generation. To him, spotless records don't always equal the same level of adversity faced.
People don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Sugar is a dog. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around, between round 13 and 14, I think, Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard got went there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your Tommy hit you just like G-Man. You've been hit. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher, too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He gets you hurt, it's over with.
They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, Floyd Daddy didn't really fight that close to Sugar. Sugar kind of did what he wanted to do with Floyd Daddy, and it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. What I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there. He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We ain't never seen the challenge. We know Sugar got one.
How you think that fight would have went though?
Well, who? Floyd and Sugar?
Y'all two.
Who, me and Sugar? I think I would have beat him if I would have fought him, but I probably, if they probably could have never made me fight him because I feel like I learned so much from him too. And like, I think I took what I thought he couldn't do well and I added that to my game. So if Sugar didn't help me get to be better than him, then it didn't do me no good to have him as a guy that I looked up to, you feel me?
And that's where the debate stands. Is Floyd Mayweather's career the ultimate example of flawless execution, or does Roy Jones Jr. have a point about missed risks? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation going.